Picture this. You have spent the last 6 months saving for new hair, or maybe you just got your tax return and you decide now's the time, I'm going to invest in myself, I'm gonna buy some new hair. So what do? Well, if you're like me and I buy everything online, you go to your favorite wig website and you try to find the wig and the style that you like. Perfect. You picked her out. She's got long, flowing, gorgeous hair, or maybe a short, cute pixie cut, whatever you like. And then it comes time before you add to cart to choose your color. Holy crap, there's so many options. What are you gonna choose? Are you gonna go blonde? Are you gonna go brown? Are you gonna go red? Are you gonna go shaded? Are you gonna go highlighted? Are you gonna go rooted? What goes with your skin tone? Well, it's kind of hard to tell because you've got an image about this big of what the color looks like. But then let's say you just spend hours on the computer, you finally get sick of going through all the different possibilities and you pick one. And a few days later, the box comes in the mail and you take it out and it's nothing like what you expected. That is the most frustrating thing and one of the challenges that I had personally when I first started wearing hair. So to solve that problem, enter the color rings. If you're not familiar with a color ring, basically what it is, it's like a sample, right? It's a sample that lets you see the actual color and the type of hair, for instance, whether it's human hair, synthetic hair. It lets you have a real feel and look of what you're getting. But the question is, how do these fit into the process of choosing the right hair? Here are my suggestions. Step 1 is decide what color family do you want to be in. Each color ring is going to be organized by what family you're in. Let's say you decide you want to go for, blacks and browns, and this is where you stay. Now, when you start looking at each of the different color codes on all the tabs and on the website, you're probably thinking, what the hell does 4/27/30 mean? And how am I going to choose a color when I have so many options to choose from? The first thing that you need to know about the color codes is that it's not just one color. A lot of these colors, especially the most popular shades that you guys see me wearing all the time, are blends. Like for instance, the one that I'm wearing right now is a blend. Some of the codes, I'll tell you what they mean, and that way you have a better idea when you're shopping of what to look for. If you see the letter S, it means that it's a shaded color. You're looking at a hair that has a gradient. All right, so let me switch over real quick from my browns and blacks to my shaded syrup and ombre colors. As you can see, lots of options here. FS17/101S18. As you can see, this one has a much darker root and a lighter tip. So moving on, what does H mean? It means that it's got approximately a 20% highlight, but if you see an RH, then that means that they bump up the highlight from 20% up to 33%. And then if you see an FS, that's a fashion syrup color, which means that it's got very chunky, bold highlights. So this is a super popular color. It's 12FS8. Hopefully the light's not washing it out. It's got very chunky, bold highlights. And then lastly, if you see the letter T as in tango, that means it's a tipped color. So this one is 101F48T. So that means that the color is tipped. Let's say that maybe the website that you're buying from lets you borrow one and then ship it back, or you decide to go ahead and spend the coin to buy your own color ring, which if you're gonna be wearing hair for a long time, I do suggest. How do you use this? The whole concept of this is so that you can visualize the color. This is the human hair color ring. So this is human hair right here. But these are synthetics. So if you're buying a synthetic piece, you're going to obviously want to look at the synthetic color ring. The reason why is because the same exact shade, and I mentioned this in a previous video, can appear warmer in a human hair color, in a human hair material, or let's say that you're comparing a synthetic to a human hair tone. The synthetic is going to show a lot more contrast just because of the material that it's made out of. It's not a bad thing, it's just a difference in contrast and material. So let's say you want to go for a shaded ombre and a human hair piece. How do you use this? Well, the cool thing is you can actually snap these off, as you can see, so that you don't have to finagle with this big old ring. So let's say that I want to look at 24B T1 T18 S8. First thing you're gonna do is, obviously if you hold it like this, you're not gonna see the whole breadth of the color. So I recommend you kind of twist it and then fan it out. When you do that, you can see a lot more of the shade. You're testing it against your skin to see, okay, does this look good against my skin tone? Is it too cool? Is it too warm? Is the rooting dark enough? Does it match my eyebrows? It's a very valuable tool. But let's say you want to go a little bit further, right? Something I like to do is I like to go online. I like to Google the color code. And there are so many ladies out there, some of them in the ambassador community, such as myself and some other ladies and gentlemen, that will post YouTube videos, Instagram content, and pictures online of the various color combinations. And that is a wonderful tool to help figure out what is the best color for you. Many times I have been like this close to add to cart on a particular color, and then I will go online and I will Google it and I'll look at it. I will decide that color is not gonna look good on me. So next, and then I keep looking, or I change to a different color. There are other times where I will see a color that I have never even thought of wearing before on a particular piece online, and I will just, I don't know what it is. It's just like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I have to have it, right? And so I've experimented before. FS2V31V, chocolate cherry. This is a color that I never would have worn. I mean, if you look at it, it looks a little scary, but the truth is I have worn this color on many pieces, and it's all because I saw people online wearing this. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I have to try it. Sure enough, I got it home, I tried it on, and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. So chocolate cherry is one of my favorites. It's a very unique color, and then when the light hits it, you can see a lot of like the purples and the burgundies in there too. Another thing to consider is the material. So like I said before, the human hairs are gonna be a little bit warmer, and that's why it is super nice to have the human hair color ring to compare against your synthetics. And this may actually even help you choose whether you want to go with a synthetic piece versus a human hair piece. Lastly, you'll notice some of the colors have names and some of the colors just have a color code. That is primarily because Jon Renau tends to name their fashion syrup colors and their shaded blends. So there you have it, guys. How to use a color ring. It is something that, in my opinion, is often overlooked. I think it's a great tool. I think it's a great investment. And if you have friends that wear hair, I suggest that maybe you guys go like halfsies or split the cost of a color ring. And that way, when each of you are shopping for hair, you can just borrow it from each other and use it that way. It's not the type of thing that you're gonna use every single day. It's just for when you're shopping. So I don't think it's unreasonable to share one with a friend. So thank you for watching. I hope that this gives you a little bit more confidence when it comes to buying hair online. And if you're not comfortable buying hair online, you can hop on to the Jon Renau website and find the store locator. And if you're more comfortable going to a brick and mortar shop, then that is always an option. Even if maybe they don't have the wig that you want in stock, you can at least go there and put your eyes on the actual shade that you're interested in and check it out in person. So thank you for watching. If you guys have any horror stories when it comes to buying wigs online, to where you thought that you had nailed down your color choice and then you get it in the mail and it was something either totally different or not what you expected, leave a comment below and I will talk to you guys soon.